Hi, and thank you for tuning in. My name is Garrett Richardson, and I'm a high performance coach. I work with middle school and high school athletes on how to train their mind as they do their body. Because Hall of Fame coach Nolan Richardson and I do take this pandemic very seriously, we will be sitting 6 feet apart as well as wearing a mask. With no further ado, let's begin.
I gotta ask you, Coach. You know, I know you've seen this time and time again, and players complain about not being able to play, and they want to be the one to start. What's more important to you? Is it really starting the game so everybody can see you as one of the best players, or is it playing time?
Well, the most important thing, Garrett, is playing time. We call it PT, playing time. That's what you want. I could easily start you at every ball game, and at the tip, throw it up, you get your name announced, and that's important to some guys.
Right.
And to them, that is so more important than how much time you play. So I put you out there, throw the ball up. Soon as the ball is tipped, somebody's at the bench, you're coming out. Now, what's more important? Would you want to stay in and not hear that, come on, here I come. So, I try to encourage guys that it's who's in the game when the game's on the crunch time.
Right.
Or are you in the game even though you didn't start, but you're there when we need you the most? That means you get the most playing time. And so there's definitely guys who want to start as opposed to want to play.
Now, did you ever have players, and I'm sure you have, but is that what you say to the players who come in and talking about, Coach, I think I should be starting?
That's it. The first thing I would tell them is that this is a team, and we got to play together. And it's very, very important that we get on the same page, which means that you might be the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, whatever man you are counted in that number of who can help us win a basketball game or who can help us win games.
Right.
And so you sell, to me, that's your biggest selling point, is that if you can play 1 minute as hard as you can, that's where the 40 minutes comes in. Mm-hmm. If you can play as hard as you can for 1 minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes, then the time is yours to select. If you're not out there playing that hard, then it's my time. Then the next thing you know, I'll be saying, it's my bad. So when we start talking about my bad, you're going to sit down. And when you start talking about I'm not playing enough, you're going to sit down.
Right.
Until you show me what you can do, you can stay on the floor.
So what advice would you give your great-grandson who comes to you and talks about, Grandpa, I need to get more playing time? What would you tell my son?
I would say that if you need to get more playing time, how is the best way to get it? Outplay the guy in front of you. If you can outplay him, then eventually the coach don't want to purposely go in to lose unless it doesn't matter to anybody. When it doesn't matter, then that's the part of you're in the wrong team. Right. But when it becomes mattering that you need to play, then you have to go out and show him that you're better than the guy that's playing in front of you.
Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, leave us a comment. Basically, show us some love. And if you have a question for Coach Richardson or I, leave it in the comment box. You never know. It might be the question I ask in our next episode. Thank you again for tuning in, and we will see you the next go around with Conversations with Grandpa.